I need to preface this video with two things. Number one, when I get all caught up in this shit with my mother, I forget, like, that there's an outside world. I forget that there's hope. I forget everything, okay? Because this shit going on with my mother and my family and Marion and is like I'm trapped in a perpetual, ongoing episode of the quote-unquote Twilight Zone, okay? And when I start hating my mother for an illness she can't help, it's time for me to get the fuck away from her, despite my former, plans, resolve to stick it out and not abandon her while the closer her sister gets to dying, she's losing it. And I had planned to stick it out and not abandon her until after the sister dies, but can't do it. I'm gonna have to leave. I ripped the phone. I grabbed her cell phone out of her. She doesn't have a landline. I grabbed her, and she's obsessed with that phone. I grabbed her cell phone out of her hand 2 days ago. And the reason that I did that is because I know for a fact, if my mother angrily calls my Aunt Marion or even the police, they won't listen. You know what I mean? I'm in a Twilight Zone episode. It's bad enough that she acts as if she and I are on the same wavelength, same mentality, same level, and she does. When I try to point out to her, that her behavior is not normal. Oh, just shut up, Laura. Why don't you go live with your shelter friend? I don't want to hear it, And then she'll say things like, I see a psychiatrist, I see a psychologist. They don't live with you, Mom. They don't see any more than your sisters do. Your sisters tell you what you want to hear. I tell you the truth, and you hate me for it. Okay? I try to point out to her that the things she's been doing are not normal. And she's like, I'm taking my medication. Just shut up. Get away from me. Go. And you guys need to understand that just as living with Donald and his mother and their subtle and not so subtle abuse and put downs and not respecting my love for Omar or anything, just like that, fucked me up and caused me to do certain things I wouldn't normally do. Being around my mentally ill mother who wants to act as if she and I are the same, just because she's taking medication doesn't make her normal. That medication keeps her docile, and it, just like Talk Salad said, it might not be enough to keep her from going off, having a breakdown, once her beloved sister dies, okay? She believes it will. My psychiatrist said I can't ever be put in the mental hospital as I want to be, and this, that, and whatever, Mom. She's acting as if this has just started this week, by the way, and that's why I have to leave. I know that I would never intentionally harm my mom. I shouldn't have taken, she provokes me. I grab the cell phone from her hand because I don't know who she's calling, and you have to understand that who she's calling, if she calls my Aunt Marion, if she calls the cops, just like in 2009, they will not listen to one word I say. It's unbelievable to me. It's like, it's bad enough that she behaves as if she and I are the same, but my family behaves, my so-called family behaves as if my mother and I are exactly the same, and that is what I can't take. That is what triggers, that's where my hatred of her derives from, not from her illness, but because my family behaves, my so-called family behaves as if I'm exactly like her, and I'm not. But being around her brings out my own mental illness. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with her. And it's only this week she started behaving this way. Before, when she did something ridiculous and I'd get upset, she would be like, I'm sorry, I'm such a disappointment to you, whatever. And then I would hate myself for getting upset, and I'd calm down and we'd hug and apologize. No hug, no apologize. She's acting like she's behaving perfectly normal, that it's perfectly normal to forget. Oh, and she accused me. You got up and locked that screen door. No, I didn't, Mom. I was sound asleep dreaming at 7:10 in the morning. I just gone to bed at 4. I did not get up and lock. You locked it. Just shut up, Laura. Just shut up. Go live with Tabitha. Go, you know. I have to get out of here. I have to go get a room. I have to go live in a room. And the only thing that will save me from living in a room, which I don't want to do, and I'll start drinking again, will be I'll get a room so I'll be able to see my shelter friend every day, or most days. I'll do that. So I'll be able to deal with being in the fucking room and around, It's not safe for any woman, let alone a woman like me, to be living in some place with a room. What am I supposed to do? I ripped the cell phone out of her hand. And I can't do that. Okay? Her mental illness is triggering my own. I wouldn't normally behave this way. You can ask my shelter friend. When I'm around her, I'm normal. When I'm around my mother, I turn into something else. I can't do it. I have to get out of here. I can't deal with her behaving as if she'll say things to me like the woman next door is 87 years old. Mom, everybody's different. Karen, your beloved sister, my beloved aunt, is dying of cancer in her 60s. People die in their 20s of cancer. Everybody's different. Just because the woman next door can drive and be 87, driving, by the way, I am going to do everything in my power to prevent my mother from ever getting behind the wheel of a car again. Something that she wants to do, so especially when the aunt is going to die very soon, so that she's not a burden on Marion. And Marion's asked her recently, so you going to get a car, Samantha? Fuck you, Marion. I'm going to write to my mother's psychiatrist, psychologist, social worker, the DMV, everybody, to give them a heads up that this woman should not be behind the wheel of a car. She drives. She's 87 years old. My mentally ill Ellen drives. I don't care, Mom. Everybody's different. Even that is a childlike mentality. Because the woman next door is 87 years old, my mom has to be she's not mentally ill, Mom. She's not behaving rationally. If I point it out, I'm the enemy. She wants me to leave now. But I called her tonight an ungrateful bitch. She's bringing out, she's triggering. I can't deal with her. Because she's saying, I'm saying, Mom, I've done everything for you. I helped you drop 25 pounds. I cook, I clean, I get movies. I can get my own movies, but you wouldn't, though. You never did, Mom. You would just sit there and watch inane sitcoms or sleep. You're being ungrateful. I just want you out of here. Because I tell her the truth, and her sisters, even before one was dying of cancer, her 2 sisters, Marion, and they tell her what she wants to hear. She gets into a bad accident, totals her car, and they're just like, oh, you drive fine, don't worry about it. And Marion's like, oh, accidents happen, just get a rental car. So I'm the bad guy because she tells me in LA, Mom, you shouldn't be driving. And I was driving in unfamiliar territory, it's not my fault. But if I try to point on anything she's done this week, she even called I was talking to my shelter friend and saying, well, she's going nuts, I can't deal with this, and let me talk to her. Do you know, so-and-so's dying and she refused to go over there? Yeah, Mom, I refused to go over there because I don't want anything to do with my cousin, any of my family, along with the aunt who has cancer, but I give her a free pass because she's dying and she used to be wonderful to me. It'd be different if it was Marion. It would have nothing to do with her even if she was dying. Okay? They didn't care that I was on the streets for 6 weeks in the summer of 2009. They didn't give a shit, okay? I'm not going to go play nice and act like nothing happened. They treat me as if I'm exactly like my mother, and I'm not. I'm way more advanced mentality. And I'm sick of being lumped in with her. 24/7. Not that I'm with her 24/7, but you know what I mean. Living here, I just can't do it anymore. She's turning on me. At least she only started turning on me now and not a month after I got here, right? I got to be here 7 months. I have to go. I have the money to go. She's turning on me. And I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna write letters to everybody. There's an elder abuse people that I can talk to, you know, that I was gonna before in regards to Marion. And I'm gonna tell my mom, psychiatrist, psychologist, social worker, anyone I can, a free lawyer at the elder abuse place, that my Aunt Marion got this adorable power of attorney over my mother in a duplicit manner, and she maintains her power over my mother, which also includes a healthcare proxy she has over my mom, okay? I'm going to tell him, too, you know, I've kissed my rightful inheritance goodbye. I don't even care anymore, but I am not going to sit back. I can't, in good conscience, watch my mother buy a car and get behind the wheel of the car again. Somebody who didn't remember that they went out the back door and locked the front door, and then she's going to accuse me, you got up and locked the screen door. No, I didn't, Mom. I was sound asleep. Your doorbell startled me awake. You're standing outside the locked screen door. Well, the back door was locked. No, it wasn't, Mom. You wouldn't have gone out the back door and locked it. I was up till 4 in the morning the other day, and you had forgotten. You don't automatically lock that door ever, okay? I thought you were. Oh, she just makes excuses. And I can't deal with her. Bottom line. When she's sorry for how she behaves, when she says, I'm sorry, I'll try to do better, I'll try. But when she's obstinate and acts like she's doing nothing wrong, I lose my cool and yell. And she'll just tell people, she'll tell my family members, like she told my shelter friends, she's just yelling at me. You provoke me. I don't provoke you. You provoke me. Can't deal with it. Gotta move out. I had wanted to not abandon her while her sister, you know, until her sister passed on, but she's losing it. My mother's losing it. And she knows that I'm a witness to that. And when I say anything that even hints at that, just get out, I don't want you here, get away from me, go. And then she'll just tell, and they'll listen. My family will listen. She's yelling at me. That's what she'll say, and they'll listen to her because, as far as they're concerned, I'm on psych disability. I'm the same as her. My friends on YouTube know the truth, and even my shelter friend knows the truth, and my musician ex definitely knows the truth, okay? My musician ex, I was telling him even about Donald. He was a fucking asshole, but he's brilliant. I was like, one time I was telling my musician ex, I was still friends with him, you know, Donald's so brilliant, and so are you. And my musician ex bluntly wrote to me, don't sell yourself short, Laura, you know. My family lumps me in with her. She was outside a closed, locked screen door that she had locked, and she's going to, last night, accuse me that you got up and locked it. I was locked out. It's not my fault. You forgot that you went out the back door, Mom, and you're panicked in the front door thinking The bottom line is I have to get out of here. I would have liked to have waited a little while longer. You know, I have to leave. She wants me to leave anyway. She's been saying it, telling me to get out of here, and I fear, you know, she can do anything, unfortunately, and they'll listen to her. Not because they don't know that she's mentally ill, but they think she and I are the same. Twilight Zone. They think she and I are the same. It's bad enough she behaves that way. I had to scream because she's saying stuff to my shelter friend, and I was upset. I'm like, Mom, I'm screaming. I'm like, yeah, you're the one who's been in and out of mental hospitals for the past 34 years, not me. I've never been sectioned in my life. I'm on my medication now. That doesn't make you suddenly normal. You're on 3 potent psych meds that makes you docile. When you were calling me in LA when you first went on these medications before you got adjusted or used to them, you would lose your train of thought mid-sentence to me.